Hi there, my name is Emily Divizio, and today we are going to talk about time in this second grade math dive in 5. So today's task that I have for you may be a little different than we've done in the past. I'm actually going to ask you to pause this video in just a moment, and you're going to click on the picture you see there above my head actually, and watch the video. It's actually a video on using a linear model such as a number line and then connecting that to the clock. While you're watching that video, I want you to reflect and think about how does the number line connect to the clock? And how could the number line help students make the connection in order to describe the times that are half past, quarter past, and quarter till, which are new to second grade this year? Welcome back. I hope that you found that previous task to be beneficial and that you can use that to support your students' understanding of telling time on a clock. The number line is a great tool for that. So here you could see that the progression of our benchmarks, our students have had some experience with telling time, but only to the hour and half hour. In second grade now, they will be expressing time using fractional terms such as quarter of an hour, quarter after, and a quarter till. They will be telling time to the nearest 5 minutes. But something that is also new to second grade is that they will be using AM and PM, which will then build upon what they learn in third grade, where they're telling time to the nearest minute using AM and PM, as well as solving problems that involve elapsed time. So let's talk a little bit about learning time on a number line that we saw in the video. We know that time is often referred to as cyclical and can be modeled that way. However, time itself is linear. When we introduce the concepts of time and we're having our students sequence what I do in the morning when I wake up, I eat breakfast, and then I brush my teeth, etc. Those events are typically arranged in a line, such as a timeline, when we're sequencing them, as well as we use a number line to solve problems and help us visualize elapsed time in third grade. So the linear timelines can then be used to teach our students about time, but then we can fold them into a circle, as we saw in the video, to show the concept of it being cyclical in nature. Being that in second grade, they will be using fractional amounts and building upon what they learned in first, such as here you see exploring half hour past and half hour till, which they did in first grade. We want to have nice visuals for our students, whether on Anchor Chart and our students are doing it at their desks so that they have it as a visual reference. But here's a great task for showing students half hour past and half hour till and asking them questions about what they notice. Where would be half an hour past, or where would be half an hour till? So explaining time and using quarters on the clock, that is new to second grade, as we talked about a little bit earlier. But again, similar to what we did with half past and half till, we can use nice visuals showing, draw a line from the 12 to the 6 and then a line from the 9 to the 3, and having our students look and see what they notice and asking questions about where would be a quarter hour past, where would be a quarter hour till, but then also coloring it in so that they can see the fractional amounts on a clock. Again, using Anchor charts so they have that nice visual in the classroom to reference would also support the students with their understanding of telling time and to those fractional amounts. Oh, and here we see something that is new to our students this year. As I talked about a little bit earlier, they need to become familiar with and use AM and PM notation correctly when telling time. So this is a great tool to support your students, a full day timeline for them to see when events take place. And it also can help students who confuse 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. to see. Again, a nice visual that could be put onto an Anchor chart so that students have it readily available to access in the classroom. And just to highlight what we see here, again, the different islands of thinking. We have our concrete, our representational, and abstract. Again, it's important to reference that this is fluid and we may need to go in between each island, but we want to start with the hands-on, using those Judy clocks, allowing students to manipulate the hour and minute hand, perhaps focusing initially just on the minute hand or focusing just on the hour hand to support students' understanding of telling time. We then want to move to more of the representational, such as using that number line to show the cyclical nature of time and telling time on a clock simply as just a number line, as well as the visuals for half past, half till, quarter after, quarter till, and then ultimately telling time on an analog and digital clock. Our students really struggle with analog clocks. Digital is a little bit easier for our students, but we want to spend that time building understanding of time if they're faced with telling time on an analog clock. As always, thank you for taking time today to learn a little bit about time in second grade and how we can use that to support our students with their understanding of time. Have a great day.